final story as I conclude. 2012, preaching in Moscow, Russia, we visited Red Square. You probably know the history. It's where the Kremlin is, be like our Capitol building. And in 1917, the communist revolution took place. Lenin and Trotsky and later Stalin, they establish this brutal, atheistic, communist state. Now, coming off of the Kremlin, there's this great stage that overlooks Red Square. You can see it in between the two pillars. In this picture, actually, that is Lenin's tomb that's sticking out just a little bit there in front of the yellow Kremlin building. And then on this stage, this is where the dictators would stand with the Politburo as the armies marched past, as they preached the greatness of the Soviet state. They would preach the demise of God. But they had a little problem. In order to get into Red Square, they had to pass through the Resurrection Gate. It was built in the 1600s. With a great picture of Jesus Christ. It's in the upper left there on the picture. It's this picture of Jesus Christ riding his white horse at the second coming, trampling the devil underfoot. Hard to go preach atheism when you have to walk under Christ's return. So they tore the whole gate down, all of it, to make room for the tanks. Next problem. Directly across from the Kremlin is the GUM, G-U-M. It looks like gum, you say GUM. It's a great marketplace. And smack in the middle of this giant marketplace is a picture of Jesus Christ. So Stalin, before his 1945 speech, has to stand at the stage near Lenin's tomb and look out at Jesus. That's not going to work. So they cover Jesus with the hammer and the sickle. To the left, the Resurrection Gate, torn down. Forward, picture of Christ covered with the hammer and sickle. To the right, St. Basil's Cathedral, with 7 empty crosses on the top of the spires proclaiming the resurrection of Christ. There was great pressure on Stalin to tear that down as well, but he was prevented from doing so. The crosses are still there, above all the evil that's happened in that place. And when God brought his judgment against the Soviet Union in the fall of 1989, the cover is taken off the face of Christ. You can see it there today. The Resurrection Gate was rebuilt exactly as it was, and the picture of the returning Christ on his war horse put back in its place. But then a month ago, here in our country, Time magazine did what even the leaders of the Soviet Union did not do, which is remove the crosses from St. Basil's Cathedral. Here is the picture of Time magazine from last month. Crosses photoshopped away. Friends, the same battle against your soul and the souls of men and women and boys and girls all over the world that was raging in Babylon, it's raging right now here. The demons have a playbook. They've been running it civilization after civilization after civilization. And the question is, church, are our eyes open? Are our eyes on the ball? Do we see what's happening? And if we do see, do we even care? Now, you can tear down the Resurrection Gate. You can put the hammer and sickle over Jesus. You can Photoshop out the cross, but it's not going to stop the trumpet blast. Christ himself, he's coming back, friends, riding on the clouds on that white horse, and he's coming back to make things right once and for all. And on that day, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess in heaven and on earth and under the earth that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. And the question for us, friends, every knee will bow. Will we bow willingly or unwillingly? which is you.
Hey guys, my name is Ray Reno. If you like this video, please click the logo in the corner to subscribe to our channel. Hope to see you next time.